Welcome back to Bean Talk, everybody. It's the usual. Me, Andres, Larson, and the Boys and Girls Club, just chilling, vibing. You know what the kids say nowadays, just kicking it. All right. So what are we talking about today, guys?
What?
This is your podcast.
I don't know, man. I didn't come up with any ideas.
You had like 5 ideas before we started rolling.
You know,
Make sure you're
that's
talking to
the
your
interesting
microphone.
thing apart.
I gotta
about
make
me.
sure I'm talking into the microphone.
That's
Oh.
I always forget what I have in my mind. So like I think of an idea, and then two more just
You
come.
too, make sure you're talking to your microphone.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So let's talk about school and your body shop class. How are you doing? We touched
Oh.
upon
yeah.
this last.
Oh
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. We were talking about that.
So how
Yeah,
is
what are
that
you
going?
learning?
Yeah.
Well, actually, nothing useful right now because we're just going over
What if your teacher sees
wrenches
this?
and. Well, I already know that. Like,
Which
Oh.
wrench is the best wrench?
well, there's multiple. Like, there can't be the best wrench because.
Wrong. Monkey wrench.
Okay,
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
okay, because like sometimes you need a small wrench, sometimes you need a big wrench. Depends what part of the car you're working on. You're working on the motor. You need a smaller one because there's more complicated crooks. No, what's that word?
Crooks?
Crevices.
Crevices. There we go.
Crooks?
Crooks.
So like
Crooks and
you know,
crannies.
you're talking about like Richard Nixon? Like I'm not a crook?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Well, yeah, basically it's that. Like over like, it's basically just that, and that's all we're learning. We're not learning anything about auto body. But before this whole COVID thing, me and Andres were actually talking about repainting his car because our school has a paint booth, and
Oh.
we're able to file a work order and bring the car in and do work on it, and I could
Really?
get money off of it. The teacher even said like, "Oh, if you could."
Really?
You could get a work order and you could work on the car and
Wow.
earn some extra cash. If you know anybody, tell them about this and take advantage.
And he told me. And
Yeah,
then
and I told him
I
this.
immediately saw a cheap labor, and so I jumped at the opportunity. And
Except COVID happened.
except COVID.
Yes.
happened,
And all those plans went to waste, and now we have to wait for the school to reopen.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if we're ever gonna reopen.
Yeah, my school just said that they're gonna stay closed until September 2021, the spring
You're kidding
2021
me.
semester.
Wow.
Wow.
Which I don't hate because these math classes are hard,
Yeah.
and I like taking my time.
Oh, that's right.
Sounds nice. Well, I don't know.
Well, so but I think
Okay.
the USD is trying to open up in the spring, aren't they?
I hope so.
Hopefully, yes.
Well, and this is Fullerton?
Yeah.
Is this a Cal State wide thing or just Fullerton?
I don't even know.
Oof.
Well, I want to make some extra cash, so hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we open up in the spring. I want my car to look pretty.
So you
I
want?
want,
What
and I
color do
want
you
to give you my business. Well, I don't know if I want to paint the whole car. I don't know how much of a paint. That seems like it'd be way more expensive
Yeah.
than just fixing up some spots.
Yeah.
But if I were to choose a color, I guess either red or black.
What do you guys think about
Oh, wow,
that?
good
You know,
question.
this kind of came into, I don't want to say popularity because it's not like it's happening a lot, but it became like a thing that people were doing in the last maybe like 10 years about getting a matte finish.
Yeah.
That flat matte finish on the car, which I think looks dope.
Yeah, I think
I
it,
like it.
it really depends on the car. Some
Yeah.
cars can pull it off.
Yeah, but I was just shocked to find out because a friend of mine, his brother worked at a paint shop.
Yeah.
Auto paint shop. That's what they call them.
Auto body.
And I was just curious. Oh, what does it cost to do this? And he's like, oh, like a couple $1,000.
Yeah, it's
$5,000. I was like,
a good paint job is
really?
expensive.
I mean, that just. I mean, I was just shocked that a paint job would be, several thousands of
And
dollars.
the higher the paint quality, like
Mm.
the more expensive it
Yeah,
is.
because like Amco or some of those places, you can get like a paint job for like $500.
Yeah, or like Mako or what's the other one?
Mako, is it Mako? Something like that.
I don't know.
But they're really bad. Sometimes they won't even hit the insides, like the door,
Oh, really?
the little door line area. And so yeah, you don't want to cheap out when you get a paint because you want the good overcoat.
The
Okay.
good stuff that you
Oh,
could sniff, and I mean nothing.
Okay. Well, I'd imagine like by now someone's got to have figured out how to do it cheaper. Because I mean,
So-
because I imagine they could just get a robot to do it.
So they have Yeah, a lot of places do use robots nowadays. But you can also wrap your car. So they have like a special like
yeah.
well, it's like like wrapping paper type, but it's obviously more complicated. They have a bunch of different colors, and then they don't touch your paint. They just kind of stick it on over your car.
Oh,
And then yeah, my brother tried to do it to his Mustang, but he decided he didn't want to take that risk.
I see. So it's like it's almost like putting like a colored sticker on.
Yeah, essentially
kinda
that's
cool.
what it is. So people you can do that, and you can get much more crazy with the colors on that.
Yeah. Is
Lots
that-
of people like car guys will do that because they can always just take it off and put another one, and they'll like change their colors.
Oh, and it's not.
But
It's not
is it expensive or?
I think it's cheaper than getting a paint job. I could be wrong.
obviously. I mean, because it wouldn't be a thing if it was, if it. Yeah, you get a wrap. It costs $10,000.
Oh, there's also this new thing called I don't know if it's new, but it's called ceramic coating.
Really?
So they'll coat your car in this special like ceramic
Yeah.
a clear coat,
Yeah.
and it'll make it so that if you get any dirt, will just slide off. Like you hit it with the water hose, and it just
You're kidding me.
you won't even
that
have-
sounds brilliant.
you won't even have watermarks. Yeah,
Wow.
but it's like 3,000 and up to get it. But I think
Well,
I mean,
hey, maybe frankly, honestly, like I like that kind of stuff for cars. Like I'd rather have like a cheaper car that had like really cool accoutrements rather than having like, a really nice car. What good is driving around an expensive, Mercedes if it's like it itself is already expensive, and then everything else that goes along with it is expensive. Like, but instead, like if you had like a really nice, good, reliable car, but you took really good care of it.
mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, one of the parents has like a. It looks like it's a 2004 Honda Accord,
Yeah.
but the paint is like immaculate considering how old the car is. And every time I see it, like I'm always just like, wow, it's
Really? I never seen it.
And isn't it the kind of the point of waxing your car? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't waxing kind of do the same thing? It keeps the dirt off and
yeah, it keeps it shiny, but
yeah.
Nice.
Actually, there was a guy I worked with when I was a janitor, and he had a Toyota Camry. He had some basic car, but man, he took care of that car like there was no tomorrow. Like, and he'd paint, he'd wash it and polish it every weekend, and like that thing was like just glowing. It was gorgeous. So, but I don't know, it's a little bit too obsessive in my opinion. But hey, that's his thing. That's what he appreciates. So.
I washed my hands like 3 times already, and it's still sticky. I don't know.
Mm.
like get that checked out.
Go to see the doctor.
WebMD.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What do I have? Well, what else can we talk about, Larson?
Well, we should probably wrap this up pretty soon.
oh, what
but
time is it?
It's 4:19. I mean, 'cause I unfortunately had to clock out at 4:30 today. But
Oh right.
you got the floor. So
Got another 5 minutes.
tell us
Life is hard.
why.
Just kidding. I have life.
Oh.
Easy. Life is pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
What about you? Growing up, was life hard?
Yes and no. I mean, everything's relative compared to maybe some like impoverished child in some third world country. My life was very easy.
Yeah, I always think of
But
that.
compared to my peers, like it wasn't there's like blessings and curses doing certain things. Like for instance, like I went to private school for elementary school and for junior high, and it's good education, but then like all your peers are wealthy. So it's interesting how my parents, in spite of their lesser financial state, they made that a priority to have us go to get better education. Because we always had like used cars and stuff, and like old used cars, but like we went to private school. So what do you think about that? Do you think like even if you aren't wealthy, there's certain things you prioritize? Like for instance, for me, like in my life, like I've made a commitment that for the rest of my life, I'm only gonna eat good food, and not like gourmet. Was what I mean. As in, like I only want to have like the best food I can get. Like, go to the grocery store, you get the organic butter, you get the the whole grain bread, because like I want to be healthy.
I see.
And so I want to put the best food in my body. And so like I made that a priority. So even if like right now I'm not making a lot of money, but I made that a priority in my life. So I'm curious, like for you guys, like do you think like there's some things like regardless of your financial situation, whether you're like filthy rich or mopping the floor poor, is there something that you always want to like? There's a certain standard you won't give up.
Yeah, I guess like a very nice house where
Okay.
AC.
Oh,
I
air
guess.
conditioning, interesting. So like I could live without air conditioning, but the air conditioning is important for you.
Yeah, I guess just a very comfortable place where I really, because went to Mexico for like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and it was pretty bad. And I decided no, no matter what, I'm gonna have a nice house where I'm comfortable at.
Okay. All right.
But
But nice doesn't necessarily mean have to be like big. Or,
No,
like,
it's just
expensive.
comfortable where I'm comfortable at.
Okay, that's cool. All right.
That's-
All right.
Do you have any
Yeah. What about you?
Andres? Andres?
I don't know. I've been thinking. I guess maintaining my car.
Okay.
I know a lot of people will just never get an oil change, and then I don't understand.
Yeah, no,
that.
you're right. It's interesting how some people they just don't maintain their car.
Yeah, like there's this
They don't
one
give a
girl I
shit.
met who her car I guess overheated on the side of the road, and she called me, so I went over it to go help, and then she didn't have any what's it called, coolant, like it was just empty, no water, no
God.
nothing. Like, you're supposed to put that there.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you got an oil change? What?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So
We're supposed to get an oil change
Yeah.
for our car.
Yeah.
so that's
All right. Okay.
that's
Cooking
for me.
oil?
Cooking oil, like for the food. No, with that and like washing my car. Although lately I've been a little not doing the best
Right.
job. I've been watching every like 2 weeks.
So like when if everything, so no matter what, you want to make sure your car is taken care of.
Right, yeah, because I feel like that's a big part of everyone's life is transportation.
Interesting. So like
Every time you get in a car, like you're risking your life, you want to maintain what you can control. You want to maintain it as well
No,
as
Larson, I told you I wanted to buy a watch, but I actually changed my mind now. I want to buy a bicycle.
possible. Bicycle.
that's a good idea. Cause
Yeah,
you know,
because I was talking over other Andres, 17-year-old Andres. He says he wanted to get a job, and then he's like, but he's like, I want to get a job, but I want to get a bike too, so I don't have to like drive
That's your parents.
or
fault.
and dude, be encouraged.
waste
Like,
money on the bus.
You did you ever sign up for the we have a bike giveaway here at the Boys and Girls
Oh
Club.
yeah.
All you have to do is write an essay.
I always forget
I
about that.
remember that you. I don't think Andres wrote the essay either.
funny.
It's a pretty like when I was in high school, I wrote the essay. You know, you just try. It's like one or
Well,
not even more than
that-
one page
because-
essay, and I got a free
Because
bike.
okay, let me explain. Before that, I had 2 bikes and they were both stolen, so I
Oh.
didn't need a bike, Andres.
Yeah, I just got my bike stolen, which is a bummer. It was a
Yeah.
good bike. It was lightweight. I mean, unfortunately, it wasn't too expensive, but no. But I just want to encourage you. That's a really noble thing, dude. Because like I started biking when I was around your age, and I biked up until today. I mean, like I still see myself as a bicyclist. I haven't biked so much during the coronavirus, but that's probably why I got stolen.
Are you planning to buy a new bike?
Yeah, I intend to at some point. I got my old bike back,
Nice.
and I'm repairing it because the person I gave it to neglected it.
Yeah, I do that.
But no, I want to encourage you because that's actually a really great idea. And actually, the truth is like you'd be surprised. You can get a lot. You can, especially if you couple it with public transit, dude. You can go anywhere in this city with a bike and public transit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you have to just be willing to face the hills. And like I know hills are annoying, but like, dude, just suck it up. It's a great exercise. It's you get to experience the city in a way that you're going almost as fast as a car, and but it's like walking. So it's like you get to see everything, and like yeah, it's good. And then like super cheap. You know, like the maintaining a bike is not expensive.
Like $10 if you pop a tire.
Yeah, yeah, and then like and also you can learn how to fix them. That's a cool skill to have. I mean, that's what I've done, and yeah, no, I encourage you. That's really great, and especially since since you don't like live over in Pedro, because if you live in Pedro, it's a little more difficult. But like when
Yeah.
you're
Oh, yeah, they
but
got
over
hills
here
over
between
there.
here and like downtown LA, it's pretty flat,
Yeah.
so you can like get around.
You bike to downtown LA? Well, I guess you
Oh,
bike
well,
to the bus.
You bike to the bus,
Um,
and then you take the bus into downtown, and then you take your
Bike
you
all over
bike around
downtown.
downtown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
oh
sense.
yeah, I've been all over the city with my bike. It's
Nice.
yeah.
I think I've only been to Long Beach and Pedro.
Yeah.
How many times have you popped your wheels on your bike?
I don't know, maybe half dozen. And it doesn't happen often, but I've learned how to fix it. So like you just do that. You also can get these tires that they have like they have like a gel in it, so that when it gets punctured, like the gel like covers up the hole.
Oh wow.
What the?
Because there's air pressure in there, and so like the gel is kind of like floating around, and then like there's a hole, like things want to evacuate out of the hole, but instead the gel clogs the hole.
That's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
How much
Yeah.
is that?
They're like if a regular inner tube's like $7, these are like $14.
Oh, that's totally worth it.
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Invest
yeah,
in a bike,
I'm
people.
glad you want to do that. Yeah, and actually, if you want, maybe we could, maybe that's what we should have have a bean talk about bicycles sometime.
Just pure bicycles.
But yeah, but if you want to
Yeah, that'd
bring
be
it here,
cool.
I'd love to teach you how to fix it.
Okay, yeah, and we could.
In fact,
I'll bring mine too.
Take
I'll
a
bring my
video
bike too. I
call.
mean, my bike has been gathering dust.
Yeah. If you guys want to bring it over, I'd love to teach you how to the stuff and all the proper tools you need, and because actually, there's a really great place. Shout out to our not sponsor, Bikerowave.
Bikerowave.
Bikerowave over in Venice Beach, California. It's a bicycle co-op, and you go there, and like you pay like $7 an hour, and like you bring your bike in there, and there's volunteers, and they help you fix your own bike, and like all the tools you could ever need.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's very cool, and I spent a whole summer there once, like working on my bike. And yeah, it was cool. You learn a lot, and I can now pass that knowledge on to you.
Thank you. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I'm glad you want to get a bike.
Yes.
You should do it.
A much better decision than a watch.
Yes, it is. In fact, actually, if you spent $300 on a bike, I would totally support you there. $300 on a watch, no.
But it's so cool.
I mean, if you're
like,
Andres,
it's digital.
hey, it's okay. You don't need to hide it. Andres has a steady job, but you're a 17-year-old.
I also got it on sale.
You got it on sale.
Really? How much?
Frugal. Yeah, it was like $230.
Oh.
I mean,
Nice.
that's $70 off.
My Casio watch here cost me $10. The battery lasts 10 years.
Battery less than.
Not
I got a charge line every
It's
other
got
day.
5 alarms on it.
Nice.
It's got a stopwatch.
Hey, me too. But can you play Pokemon Go on it?
No, I cannot.
Can you?
It doesn't give me directions either.
Does your watch do this?
Oh, God. No.
What's it do? Oh, that's
Ah.
funny. Malcolm in the middle. Not also
Got 'em.
also our not sponsor.
You guys couldn't see that, but if you're familiar with the circle game, I have a hand
On his watch.
on my watch face.
Yeah.
He has a picture
Yeah.
on his watch. Well, I think we don't have that much time,
Yeah, wrap it up.
so we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you for watching Bean Talk. I know it was a short
I
episode.
think they're just listening. They can't
Oh
watch
yeah, yeah. We didn't. Should we do a video too?
We'll do one of these.
Eventually.
I want to do a video.
We'll do we'll make a bike
Oh
repair
yeah.
instructional podcast
Yeah.
video.
Okay.
And maybe also when you're ready to finally bring in a guest, like to interview,
Yeah.
then we can also make a video of that, like of them on Skype, and then a video of you talking to them on Skype.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be great.
Yes. That'd be amazing. Well, thanks for listening. This has been Bean Talk, and look forward for future episodes.